EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. It's complete, Burks. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
Flacco here on 2nd down. This one downfield to Burks. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Traylon Burks. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And the Rams hit 4-7 now in the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Like 22.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Like 22. White.
Stafford now to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. You look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Hey, 5-0.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Flacco throwing quickly out wide. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Flacco. And a quick throw here that's complete. Here's 3rd and 6. Passing play. Flacco. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top. 31 yards. And now an audible here into something else. Operating off play action. Flacco. He gets it to Burks again. Touchdown, Browns. Traylon Burks. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Omaha, ready, blue!
On second down, here's Stafford. And it's intercepted. Moving inside the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Flacco's throw is on target to Burks. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's Flacco. On the out route, he's got Burks. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Play action. Flacco. Pass incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. The Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with it.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Flacco off play action. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Touchdown! Traylon Burks on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the route is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On 4th down, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Setting up to throw, Flacco. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because You prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Flacco now on fourth. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Traylon Burks. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's on his way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them. And my goodness, another interception. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes and picking. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and long. Flacco. And brought in downfield by Burks.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Flacco. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Stafford. He's got it to Williams. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
50-50.
Again, it's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They snap it to Stafford. And now here is another interception. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Big 20.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Zero.
Here's Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Stafford now to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Stafford.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd down, Williams. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Touchdown, LA! Davis Allen with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
And it looks like the Rams might have it, and they do have it.
So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Browns have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, Rams 24.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the
21.
Here's Stafford. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Drill right.
On second down, here's Stafford. And now here is another interception.
And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating off play action. Flacco. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Stafford. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Stafford here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Stafford. They've got his man complete. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. He gets this one to Burks. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense